Hello and welcome to our weekly interview with the fund managers. Today we have Ollie Beckett, fund manager of TR European Growth Trust. And this is an equity portfolio and it's investing in small and medium-sized businesses in developed markets in Europe. Ollie, welcome to Questioning the Manager. So the fund over the past year has performed very strongly. In price terms, it's up 75% up to the end of June. Of course, that's not a guide to future performance. So what's really worked well? What's doing so well in the portfolio?
I mean, clearly we've been benefiting from European recovery, and then just some individual names have done quite well too. So where we've picked up companies where there's been a value opportunity, a couple of the banks, Van Lanschot, a Dutch bank, Fineco Bank, online Italian bank, and then more recently sort of going into sort of out of favour value stocks like Meyer Burger in the solar space. So there's been a number of individual ideas that have worked, but it's generally been a broad European economic recovery.
Okay, now you've talked a lot in the past about how Europe has a little bit of catching up to do with other Western markets. It's lagged a little bit. So has it got that much further to run after such strong performance?
Well, I guess, look, post the financial crisis, the US and the UK recovered much earlier and much quicker. And that continental Europe has lagged. But now clearly that the greatest growth you are seeing now is in continental Europe. But most recently the acceleration in France. And I do think, yes, it's got further to run, and that's where we're seeing the biggest upgrades.
So what about currency? It's been a real tailwind for the portfolio as a European portfolio denominated in pounds. So where do you think it's going to go now?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the 75% figure, and it all sounds all very nice. But you know, a chunk of that is the fact that the sterling has weakened significantly against the euro, and we have to be aware of that. And I don't have any great view on that going forward. And the other thing I would state is that it is going to start impacting some continental European exporters that will become slightly less competitive. But that said, I still think, as I say, the European economy is broadly recovering. But we shouldn't forget the currency, and nor should people that have benefited from this trust.
Okay, finally, Ollie, do you want to explain a little bit about your use of gearing? So that's the fund's extra borrowings. It's about 7% at the moment.
Yeah, you could say it's a little bit half-hearted in some ways, but look, it's more driven at the moment on a stock level as and when we find opportunities. So if we find an opportunity, we'll invest at that moment that we see appropriate. We're positive, though that said, we're in summer and occasionally we get some sort of moments of madness in equity markets during summer. So 7 feels about right at the moment.
Ollie Beckett, thank you very much.
Thanks very much.